It was a 90-second long special, but it changed the course of the Video Kid 782, Sapphire Entertainment, Gemaconda, and Blue Ruby in Ruby Rhapsody. It was December 10th, 2014. The morning of December 10th, 2014, we had thought that Windows XP errors was the next big thing on the Video Kid 782. On behalf of the fact that Sonic and Friends that go to school was failing. Well, it wasn't failing, it was taking off big time. But the format was dying and it would be completely dead by 2016. And so we decided, and we're planning a Microsoft SAM error series. We've been planning this one for a bit now. And I wasn't able to do it because there was no online voice at the time. So Ace of Spades per Duck 100 suggested an IVONA voice. I picked Eric. Hi Snake, Spider, Scorpion, 304. Hope you're doing well these days. And the end result of that was the uploading of IVONA Eric Reads Funny Windows Errors Season 1, Episode 1, live before your YouTube eyes on December 10th, 2014. And we're recording this an entire freaking 3 days later. I think that's also the anniversary of Season 1, Episode 2. We will find that out right here. If it even loads. It did. The sequel. Second episode. Yes, it's 9 years ago. Yeah, but today marks 10 years since Episode 2 came out. And also the error request thread. I was wrong. I thought that we didn't have any sort of error request form until Season 2. We, in fact, did have a error request form in Season 1, 3 days into the show. This was the official error request form for our Windows Error series. And let's see if it actually still is around 10 years later. And the answer to that question is no. Oh, hell. So now we've been disappointed at fucking death. And it's Blue Ruby. And we are going to talk about IVONA Eric Reads Funny Windows Errors in this 10th anniversary special. We're going to give some unseen, never before seen lore. And we're going to basically talk about stuff that you don't want to read the wiki about. This is supposed to have been a error compilation of every error in the series. It's supposed to have been uploaded 2 days ago, but there was too much shit going on, and actually we are far behind on a lot of content on the channel as a whole right now because there has been a lot of, in addition to real life stuff, there's also been a lot of drama, and a lot more drama than there fucking needed to be. And we're gonna actually, another YouTuber is going to address that drama in another video, and actually one of our next update videos is going to have to be a response to said YouTuber's video. Well, that's a whole different conversation. We'll talk about that as the days go on. That's in a few days, by the way. Back to Error Gang. Funny Windows Errors came out 10 years ago on the 10th of December. Today is the 10th anniversary of Season 1, Episode 2. We had planned this since 2014. February 2014. Go to my second channel and you can see that video. And I think I privated it now, but it says News T's Go Animate Windows Errors. We were going to use the Go Animate for School suite. And we were going to do this. It was going to last about 2015, 16, maybe possibly 17. But Windows XP errors came out in November of 2014. It's down here somewhere. There it is. This was the big, huge thing that was supposed to come out. It came out. That was their next big series. There was to be 26 episodes, and they were going to last to about 2015, 2016, maybe even 17. It was going to be a callback to those old Windows Error videos of 07 and 08. We were going to make several funny errors. There was to be no TTS. The original Microsoft SAM proposal, however, was finally realized in Episode 6 of Season 1, the finale, in which we had initially were going to cancel IVONA Eric after 5 episodes. This one was going to be made entirely in Linux, in Ubuntu. But unfortunately, that never took off because I fucked up. The 12-year-old me fucked up. I got rid of the Ubuntu suite which was working perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it, or in fact, it was taking up my entire Chromebook storage at the time. I changed my dual boot to Ubuntu, and that completely fucked up the entire Linux side of the suite to the point where Spiconia did not work anymore, and I had to retire it and go back to regular good old Chrome OS, which had no Microsoft SAM voice at the time, and we would not find one at all until 2018 when Errorgang became a thing. And a lot happened in season 1 had a lot of criticism of GoAnimate. It was terrible. It sucked. We had to make it again in 2020. It was the height of the pandemic. And that was the big issue with season 1. Now, season 2 happened. We moved all the way. Season 2 came in a weird time. There was one episode. Here's what happened. Look at this episode. Was made on the 2014 Acer Chromebook that season 1 was made in. Between production of this episode and that episode, there was a historically massive incident regarding social media, and it did not go well for 13-year-old me. There were some punishments given out, and I ended up losing this computer after 3 years. 2 years. This was made on a completely different suite, and it shows in the audio quality. If you've ever watched this episode, the audio quality for the entirety of season 2 takes a fucking hit. And Eric is the only one that survives by the time we get down to episode 5. Which we gotta change that damn thumbnail. That is fucking that's crazy. That's cringe. That's wrong. And addition of 2016 was not all bad for the series, because in 2016 we also birthed the Skype roleplay series, which unfortunately never made it to an episode, although Brooke made it to an episode because Battery Mill wanted to make her into an episode, so she joined in season 3, but we had the Skype roleplay series. This was a big event. We had an episode where they went to the penthouse, and they were also going shopping and buying stuff for the penthouse. This was the big event on Skype of October of 2016, and it was pretty awesome. There's supposed to be a lot more role plays that happened. We had planned several role plays, several ideas throughout 2016, but unfortunately, I was getting grounded every single other day, so episode 2 was supposed to come October 11th. We probably would have had 3 on the 16th, 17th, whatever the hell it was, but it didn't work out. And the role plays died after one episode, which was very sad. So after all of that happened, season 2 went on to go on as planned. Although season 2 episode 6 was supposed to come out in July, we moved it up several months because I was thinking about joining my old school's band stuff. That took off. It did not take off at all. That turned into a freaking disaster. We had a much better plan 2017, but what actually happened was fall 2018 was a freaking disaster. Except for Errorgang. Errorgang went on, and things went well to end season 2. There's season 2 finale. What you're about to see, however, is the only piece of video regarding the originally planned season 3 that we had planned to release in March of 2018. This was filmed in 2018. That's a blaster, obviously. February 12th, 2018. We were working on an official piece of IVONA. We were working on a doubleheader. There was to be a doubleheader in March of 2018 to begin the 3rd season, which would have been IVONA Eric fails at tech support again, alongside a much different Season 3 Episode 1, which would have been a Powtoon created HTML5 suite episode, which would have also continued from the plotline of Eric being fired from tech support. However, February 2018 was a complete disaster. I don't want to even talk about February 2018 right now. We had a rough run of February's there for a bit. So, Eric went on complete hiatus for a long time. Then we went to Air Gang in December of 2018. We announced it was going to be called Airs Plus. It was going to initially just be a series of shorts. But me and Battery Mill went through the process. It was a 5th anniversary thing. And we created IVONA Eric's Air Gang. There's your beta logo. This was not used on the main show. That was not planned to be a beta. There's your main logo. And through 12 episodes on Eric's Air Gang, the empire expanded. We had Season 1 remakes. We had funny signs. We had several meme videos. It went insane. We had Battery Mill's fulfillment of content, and then we finally were able to have the Windows Court finale. Sequel is planned for since the first one came out. There was supposed to be no videos in 2023, but I had to get that one out, and that ended my text-to-speech career. Here is some other footage from Season 3. Battery Mill made amazing visuals. His use of his visual suite. He knew what to do. And he helped out big time throughout all the crap we had to do on this series. He helped out big time. Here's your character. Here's your characters. Let's list off your characters. Eric, Kayla, Amethyst Ramirez, Sally, Akara Cataline Shevlin, Microsoft Sam, Microsoft Mike, Microsoft Mary, Microsoft Radar Teacher Scotty, Brooke, Robosoft, and the other minor ones from the seasons. Episode list is there. We're now about to give you something you've wanted to do for a long time. We're going to show you, two iconic characters had to have their voices changed in the Air Gang because we couldn't get on a freaking Voice Forge. Guess what? We found their Voice Forge voices, and we're now going to have them say Air Gang lines. Here we go.
He is sorry. Okay. He is in the Air Gang. Can we watch Rings Club? Let's cut back to the beta hideout. Found the angry blue people.
Here's your fat hook. Here's the kill. Shoot the fuck up, Scotty. You could have stopped him. So basically, I just got them water and shit.
We're going to talk the future of this show. We came to the end of the anniversary video that we tried to record for the last freaking 3 days. We're going to talk the future now. Battery Mill I will tell you this. We don't know where the hell Ace of Spades Mitchell Productions, or the fuck his name is now. We don't know where he went. I can't tell you where he went. Battery Mill has retired from the series. He's ready to go pretty much when the damn Season 3 started. He is retired, and likewise, I have also retired from text-to-speech. The only time you would see me doing text-to-speech again would be in a future project, if I even care enough to make a future project on this channel. If anything, I would have to make it on a new channel. I have some things in mind, but I don't think they'd turn into web series. I think web series culture, for the most part, is pretty much gone ever since the Petabyte Corporation died. Although some of those guys, Alphabet Boys and people are trying their name, but for the most part, nobody's out here planning a shit ton of web series anymore. So that would be the next time I'm going to use TTS. But my TTS career is over. I am not making any more IVONA Eric content outside of a 10th anniversary era compilation that was being worked on. Eric, Kayla, Amethyst, Sally, Akira, all of them, they left the Air Gang. Air Gang disbanded. They eventually moved out of Jacksonville and went into regular Air universes that all the other big Air YouTubers, whatever the hell they're doing, they all joined their main universes. But the Air Gang laptop was taken with them, and nothing was abandoned in the story. Everything was repurposed and everything was used around the big Air universe. That's how the Air Gang story of 10 years ends. No love stories, no marriages, nothing special. It's a freaking Air series. What the hell do you expect? Regarding series, outside of the Air compilation, the only thing that would probably happen would be me eventually combining all 3 parts of When the Party's Over into one big episode. That'd be about it. I don't know when it would happen, because nothing I have could probably take the upload of a 37-minute long episode, if anything. But I'm not making any more Windows errors. Text-to-speech is over. And I've also heard stuff about Atom Smasher. I don't even know if they even still have Atom Smasher, because apparently it's been down for a bit. That's gonna be a little fun talk later. Peter's frozen. We don't need to be freezing. We need to get back to the other thing. I'm pretty certain that Atom Smasher was around before 2016, and people were making it here in 07. I was in kindergarten. This thing is taking forever. Hope my email and address were in that freaking shot. Okay, what the fuck was that all about? So anyways, that's the end of Error Gang. That's the end of Windows Errors. That's the end of the 10th anniversary special. And I'd like to thank Battery Mill, Nostalgia Works, Mitchell Productions, everybody who's involved with the series for 10 years and the 8 years it was on the air, and the visual makers and the air requesters and the websites, both those that have and have not shut down over the last 10 years, and the people who requested, both those who are still in the community, both those new to the community, and both those who have since left over the last 10 years. It looks so different now, and it's just amazing that I was able to pull this off. We didn't get the views I anticipated at all. No episode has even gained close to 1,000 views. The series overall would be considered a disaster in some circles, but we had a good time making the show. I guess that's what matters. It was good, it was fun, it was real, and that's all I can say about it. Air compilation is coming up, and a lot of stuff's coming up. So anyways, this is Blue Ruby, and this is the closing chapter of an era in IVONA Eric in my career. Thank you to everybody for 10 years. We'll see you on the other side.